1847. Andrew Jackson Cladwell began building his oddly shaped home. Most of the construction was done by slaves. Completed in 1859, Octagon Hall became a landmark in the south central Kentucky area. In 1862, Confederate soldiers evacuated their stronghold in Bowling Green, Kentucky. They took refuge at Octagon Hall. An estimated 8,000 to 10,000 Confederate soldiers took refuge on the property on February 13th before retreating into Tennessee the following morning. 2 days later, the Union Army came in pursuit of the Confederates and occupied Octagon Hall. 1865. Following the brief occupation of Octagon Hall, Union forces continued to harass the Cladwells, who were known to be Confederate supporters. Throughout the war, Union forces would sneak onto the grounds and attempt to catch Cladwell actively harboring Confederates. At some point, Andrew switched sides. Andrew now supported the Union. Andrew learned a train carrying Confederate soldiers was traveling not too far from Octagon Hall. Andrew took action. He set the train on fire and derailed it. As a souvenir, Andrew kept the train bell. At some point, Confederate soldiers cut Andrew's wife, Harriet's, left hand off. This may have led Andrew to switch sides. A few years after Andrew's death, his wife Harriet sold the home to Dr. Miles Williams in 1918. After Dr. Williams' death, Octagon Hall became a rental property under the ownership of his heirs. In 2001, the Octagon Hall Foundation was formed, and it obtained the building. Andrew Cladwell is no longer buried on the grounds at Octagon Hall. When Andrew's wife, Harriet, passed away, in her will, she wanted Andrew buried next to her. She did not want Andrew spending eternity with his first wife, Elizabeth. The Cladwells had a lot of family tragedies. Mary Elizabeth Cladwell, born July 14, 1847, according to online records, life was tragically cut short. Mary Elizabeth was in the kitchen inside the home. She was too close to the fireplace and her dress caught fire, severely burning her. 7 days later, Mary passed away due to her injuries. She was only 7 years old. She died September 1st, 1854. Another child died in the home. I cannot confirm a name or age. The story: the child fell down the stairs and died of his injuries. doing the Etsy method, or whatever the hell kids are calling it these days. I do have music boxes set up. Maybe they'll go off. We'll have to see. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. All right. So I'm Joe. My friend who's in the kitchen. Her name is Dawn.
I did.
Okay. So she's just gonna call what she thinks she hears.
In there.
In there. Okay. So again, I'm Joe, and there is Dawn, my girlfriend. If you're here with us, can you tell Dawn through that device that you're here? I heard a clicking sound. It could be from one of the lights. The bulbs are burnt out, but there's still a clicking.
Help.
I'm not sure what was said. Anyways, the motion activated lights, so the lights are burnt out, and I believe the motion sensor's clicking, trying to turn the lights on. Is there anything that you need?
Under.
What is your name? Can you tell me what happened in the kitchen? Can you touch Dawn's hair?
Hear me?
So there's flashes of lights over there. That's freaking dust. There's flashes of lights over there. That's from cars driving by.
Baby.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from leading just to follow. Who's baby?
Me.
And who are you? Are there any soldiers here with us?
Seven.
Seven what? She doesn't really know anything about seven. Simple yes or no. Seven spirits in here?
You shot me.
You shot me. I didn't shoot anyone. I'm just kind of following just to see what happens. I didn't shoot you. Do you know the name of the person who shot you?
Drama.
Drama. Simple yes or no. Do you know the name of the person that shot you? Was this person a Union soldier?
Go.
Was this person a Confederate?
Leave.
I'm not gonna go anywhere, and I don't mean to disrespect you.
Fire.
Okay, fire. I heard something. It's from upstairs, though. What about the fire?
No. Baby.
I don't know what she said. What about the fire? Was there a fire in the kitchen?
Next to her.
Andrew and Margaret's young daughter, Mary Elizabeth, was in the kitchen playing too close to the fireplace. Her dress caught fire. She died 7 days later from her injuries. I cannot say for certain if we are communicating with Mary Elizabeth. Dawn is sitting next to the fireplace where the accident happened. Next to her. Simple yes or no. Are you trying to tell me that you're next to her?
Blood.
Other than a couple of words that came through the spirit box, it really seemed like we weren't getting anywhere. So I decided to head back into the kitchen and run an app called the AEVPS.
Hey, Joe.
Yes?
If you're in here, can I get out? Dead? Can I get out of this? Okay. Sorry. I mean, I was hearing stuff, but I couldn't make it out. And like, I haven't done this in a while. But were you in here at all?
I just walked in.
Okay, so you weren't in during.
Nope.
Because I was going to ask you if you were moving around. Like, sometimes I would feel like something was walking around, but I couldn't make it out. But I wasn't. The only thing is like I was feeling hot right here on my right side because, of course, I'm near the stove. But it wasn't enough for me to say anything. But I did start to feel that, and then it went away. But I was starting to just feel like, because I kept saying, Mary Elizabeth, just come through, just come through. Like, I just kept saying in my head. Is that you?
Don't think so.
Is there anybody here? If there is, please give me a sign of your presence. A knock, a bang, or scream really loud. How old are you?
I'm 8.
I can't say for sure if we were communicating with any spirits in the basement. When it was asked, "How old are you?" it seemed like we got a response. Could have been a coincidence, but I'll let you guys decide. Alright, so Esta's method again, except in the child's room. She cannot hear me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fire off some questions. Hi, it's Joe. Dawn, she's in the bedroom over here. If there's anyone who wishes to speak with us, we have a device in there that will allow us, hopefully, to hear you. So, my first question to you is...
Later.
Later? Okay, that was just random. My first question to you is, how old are you? Are you a little girl? Are you someone who lived in this home?
Mom?
Mom. Okay. I'll follow. Are you, just yes or no, are you saying that you're a mom? Are you someone's mother? I'm not really sure what that noise was.
On my bed.
On my bed, okay. To confirm, are you on your bed?
It's a bed.
It's a bed, okay. Who's on the bed? All right, now I'm gonna lead.
Abby?
Are there Confederate soldiers here? There's a bug that just went by. Are you a Union soldier? If you like music, I have two devices.
I can hear the music box.
That's me. So,
Thank you.
so there's that.
I feel that. Do I have to?
You don't have to do anything, but if you want to hear the music, you can go up to it, touch it, jump on
I
it.
will be.
Have at it. If you want to hear the music, that's all you have to do.
One dead.
So who's hanging out in the attic? Ed, you hanging out in the attic? Can you tell me the number of people who are in this house?
I feel it's just all radio. It won't stop. Oh, shit. It's just to a point where it's so much that I can't decipher it. I heard the music box. I don't know if that was you.
That was me.
It was you?
Yeah, I was making sure that was working. Yeah.
Okay, cause I was like, oh God, please don't let that be going off right by me. But again, when I'm doing this, I feel that it's like vibrating around me. Like that there's just stuff vibrating right in this vicinity, and it just feels like that. And it's weird, but it didn't feel like individual steps. It just felt like vibration, and that's what it felt like downstairs. I wasn't getting a whole lot that I mean, I don't know what was going on, but I was hearing more of not childlike, you know.
Right.
I don't know what I said. I don't even remember. I was in it, like, it almost felt like I was asleep. To be honest, it felt like I was asleep and dreaming. Did anything come out of that?
No, nothing.
I thought it sounded so random.
It was, and then I went from leading, I followed, then went back to lead. I don't know what that sound was.
It sounded like the music box, but it wasn't
It was
here.
like a beep.
Yeah. Not the camera, is it?
No.
It was almost like a bell beat. Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Was that me? That wasn't me.
No, it can't be you. But you're staying in the same spot. We had better interaction. Master bedroom. We had the breath in here, but that sounded like a lady. It didn't sound like a child.
Right. Let me do something just to.
Sorry.
If you set that music box off, that was great. It'd be really cool if you could do it again. Whose bedroom is this?
Get out.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Get out, please. Okay. Are you asking us to leave this room?
Get out. And that was a deep voice.
Sir, no disrespect, but we're not going to leave the room. What is your name?
Are you? And Joe, I don't know if you're walking around me. It feels like heavy footsteps around me. Okay.
Hold on. I'm just letting you know. Yes, I am walking around you.
Okay, you are close.
No, well,
I mean, it's feeling like it's close. Okay, walk where you were. Let me see. right there. Right there, like. I'll just,
I'll just keep my distance. A simple yes or no. Sir, is this your room? If this is your room, what is your name?
make me.
I don't know why I would say that. That's about random. Just try something here. How many fingers am I holding up? Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up to
I
confirm
did.
that you're here?
Dawn.
Are you saying Dawn's name?
I did.
Who said Dawn's name? Sir, did you pass away in this house? Where's the lady of the house?
Mary. Thank you.
Okay. So that was kind of interesting. I asked who the lady of the house was. Got married.
I still feel like someone's just walking behind me.
Mary, is that you?
Hello?
Hey Mary, if you're here or if anyone's here, next to Dawn, there's a device and again, it's not gonna hurt you. You can go over there, you can hit it, jump on it, kick it, jump around it. If you do so, it'll make
Mine?
music. We did continue to investigate the master bedroom, but quite honestly, it really seemed like whatever was coming through the spirit box was very random. Although it could have been a coincidence, when asked, "Are you the lady of the house?" Dawn heard the name Mary. But Mary, she was 7 years old when she passed away. Perhaps Mary is the only female spirit in the house. Then again, it could have been a coincidence. Someone's like talking to us? We continued to run the spirit box. Nothing was coming through, and quite honestly, it was getting on my nerves. Not that nothing was coming through the spirit box, just the sound the damn spirit box makes. I decided to use an app that I haven't used in a while. In the past, I have had some success with it. Alright, so I have another device. You go up to it, you can speak into it. Would they be able to hear you? So like it's a door open.
What door? Doctor. I heard him quiet.
We continued to investigate, but it seemed like we weren't getting anywhere. Really, the only thing that seemed interesting were the words doctor and the name Cassie. I'm not saying that we were getting communication through the app. It definitely sounded like the word doctor and Cassie came through. I do find it interesting though. Yes, we were in the hospital room, but also a couple of weeks prior to Dawn and I being at Octagon Hall, a couple of friends, specifically Cassie from Weeping Willow, was at Octagon Hall investigating. Perhaps they were calling Cassie's name, but I can't say for sure.
Does this clock work?
No, it doesn't.
Because you know how like a clock sounds when the hand moves, like like a little tick noise. That's what I heard when as soon as you turn off the light. So would that over here make any of that kind of noise?
Investigating the living room yielded no results. It was very quiet. Dawn and I did investigate the outside. We investigated the barn and the cemetery. We didn't get any EVPs, and even if we did, there would have been too much contamination between the goats and the factory down the road. There were a couple of things that had happened before we investigated. Beth and Bear gave me a tour of Octagon Hall, giving me the history as well as the strange paranormal phenomena going on. While we were upstairs, Beth and I heard what sounded like a female child talking. When we were in the basement, it sounded like something was being dragged across the floor. Alright, so I went through all the audio. I honestly thought we did capture some EVPs. Unfortunately, it was sounds from animals, cars, factories, just random other sounds, unfortunately. But Octagon Hall, it's beautiful. It's a step back in the past. I mean, it's an amazing location. I absolutely love that place. Oh yeah. No demons.